December's almost here, and it feels like it wasn't that long ago where I sat in this very studio across from Marshall Holmes talking about the COVID lockdowns, the variants, the vaccines, all of it. And some of our videos even got flagged for misinformation when really we're just reading the news, what's presented to us. And here we are going into December, just 2.5 months from the time we made our videos, and there is a COVID variant that they do not know how to stop. So what do we see now? We see this variant come out of South Africa, which where it comes from is pretty irrelevant to the entire virus history itself, right? It's not like they did something in South Africa to create and spread this virus. This was just its natural chain of events, and it just happened to start here. So they've called it Omicron. I guess that's the best way to pronounce it. And here we go. So now they're going to try to fight this variant. And guess what? Once we fight that one, there's going to be another one. This is going to keep happening. Now, I will say this is that I don't believe that there's any reason for people to get mass panic or freak out like before. We haven't seen the media, the news, the government pushing this huge death toll, this huge scare tactic like we had before. And what they're going to do is restrict travel and try to contain it. And now the vaccine companies are going to scramble to try to fight it again, right? That's what we see showing up in my headlines, at least, that Pfizer and Moderna and all these, look, 100-day race for vaccine modifications, right? And is that, look, obviously we don't want people to get sick and die, but is that the right method? Can they do that? Is it something that's achievable? 3 months to come up with a vaccine to something that just popped out of nowhere. And here we are. The Biden administration announced Monday that it would restrict travel from countries in southern Africa. Now, there are confirmed cases so far in the United Kingdom, 2 cases confirmed. And you know what? We're going to see them everywhere because just because they just discovered it or came across it doesn't mean that it hasn't already spread. 61 who traveled to Netherlands from South Africa have coronavirus. It's just a thing that we're going to live with. And we're going to it's going to become part of our everyday life. And there's going to be a new one. And, it's just too soon to determine whether or not it's going to harm and kill a bunch of people. It will kill people. That is a fact. I mean, all disease kills somebody. Will it kill a bunch of people? Probably not. Unlikely, but it's definitely going to get some people. And what was the immediate reaction? Stock market tanked across the world. World markets just fell on that news because, it kind of leaves people scared for whatever reason. I don't understand the market sell off. I don't understand the mass removal of investments into liquid cash. At the end of the day, that doesn't help you a whole lot either. So I'm interested to see where this goes and what the outcome is. I kept wondering if they were going to move closer and closer toward a lockdown going into the holidays with travel, trying to restrict travel, trying to restrict people from being around one another again. And I was pretty confident that they were going to put up a fight. People were just not going to be okay with it. So let's see where this plays out. Hope everyone out there is staying safe. I'm interested to see what the news tells us. Dr. Fauci here, I don't think people believe anything that Fauci says at this point. Fauci's just out here spreading opinions. While there is no confirmed cases of the new variant in the States, Fauci said he would not be surprised if it already made its way here. We have not detected it yet, but when you have a virus that is showing this degree of transmissibility and you're already having travel-related cases, they've been noted in Israel and Belgium and in other places. When you have a virus like this, it's almost invariably, it is ultimately going to be essentially all over. That's what he said right there. That's on NBCnews.com, Dr. Fauci. So, yeah, I feel like it's kind of been this thing where they scared the crap out of people, and now it's going to be harder to do that, right? We lived, we learned. Some people have it. Look, I don't know anybody personally right now, but I do know somebody through somebody else that has a workforce that has COVID, and they're all pretty okay. And in fact, one of them is still traveling. So it's here to stay. That's what we talked about. It's not going away. The shots aren't going to destroy it. It's just going to help you fight it off. So I hope everyone has a safe holiday out there. Don't freak out. Don't change your whole life over this. Just live your best life. Be healthy. Do what you can do and stay safe. We'll see where this goes. I'll see you guys in the next one.